Hello and welcome back. I'm Sandy with Sandy's Organized Chaos, and today is vlog day. So happy to see every single one of you. Okay, so January's chaos boxes are out the door. They're on their way to you. And there was a project I was gonna start on today, but I was like, no, we gotta wait for everybody to get their boxes first, so that way you guys can see the glitters. And then next Sunday, I have a project I wanna work on with you guys with some of the glitters from out of the box. But today I wanna get started on a tumbler for Jeff. So I had something in mind, hopefully it goes okay. We shall see. Again, that's why I do these things on Sundays with you guys. It's more because I'm just experimenting and I don't know how it's gonna go. Speaking of that, I have my tumbler from last week. You guys really enjoyed that. And I talked about maybe doing a giveaway, so stick around to the end and we'll talk more about that. But I do have a tumbler this morning, besides that one. I do have a tumbler this morning. That was from my tutorial on Friday. I really like how that turned out. I really like these colors. They're so pretty. So when I did this, if you guys watched the tutorial, you've seen that I did like 2 coats of the paint. So I added another coat of the pink over top of the more coral. But I wanted to show you guys because it was really hard to see whenever I first put it on there. But in that coral that I did on the first layer, it was actually, so hopefully I can show you guys. But look, is it gonna focus? Is it focused? I don't know if you guys can see right here. Look how pretty that is. It's just like real intricate and just little swirls of that gold right inside of there. But I really, really like how that turned out. These paints are so beautiful. I think I'm gonna have to go back and get some more. Maybe we'll do some more stuff together. Different kind of stuff, but I like how it turned out and I hope you guys did too. So we're gonna be working on a tumbler for Jeff today. I just wanted to do something, kind of like with his hobby that he likes to do and stuff like that. So I think I have something in mind. Well, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. Guy cups are so hard. I don't know. We'll see how this goes, but I have my cup. I'm not drinking out of it. I have my cup and I'm ready to wake up, prep these tumblers, and slay all day. Let's do this. Let's go. Okay, so the inspiration for this, I'll get to it here in a minute, but it's pretty much almost like how you take a black tumbler, you put all the colored alcohol inks onto the tumbler with, over epoxy, and then you drip your white alcohol inks into it and you tip it up and down and make the cool designs. It's pretty much like that, just a little bit different. So I have my black tumbler here. That's a big guy. That's a 40 ounce. And those things are heavy, hurts your wrist. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up my epoxy. And when I go to apply my epoxy, there we go, to my tumbler, I'm going to make sure that I put enough on there so that way when I apply all these things I'm about to do, it has enough room to kind of shift and move around and do its thing. So after I get my epoxy applied to my tumbler, I'm going to go ahead and take my torch and I'm going to hit that up really good before I apply my alcohol inks. I just don't want to set my tumbler on fire, you know what I mean? So, I mean, if you don't have a torch, you could just go ahead and use, whatever kind of heat source you have to be able to do it. So that won't catch your tumbler on fire, but this definitely would with my little kitchen torch here. I'm just always terrified that I'm going to catch the alcohol inks on fire. I'm just saying, Then once I am done doing that, then I realized that I need something a little bit bigger to be under my tumbler. So I put another piece of paper down because this is going to get messy. I am going to take the rest of that epoxy that I had in my cup and I'm going to put some white acrylic paint into it. And again, I'll show you guys why here in a second. And I'm just going to mix that up really good and I'm going to set that off to the side. All right, now after that's all done, I'm going to set that down and I'm going to take my colors that I want to use. I'm going to use a blue, which is indigo, and I'm going to use crimson, red, and those are just Tim Holtz alcohol inks, whatever you guys have. I mean, just whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen this technique done before, but I the way that I seen it done, which again, I'll tell you here in a second who I seen it through, the way that I seen it done, it was really awesome. And I just really wanted to give it a go. And I thought this would make a really awesome tumbler for Jeff. So I'm going to take the blue, I'm just going to dash it around into my epoxy, and then I'm going to take the red and do the same exact thing. Okay, on to my inspiration. So I happen to be going through TikTok, and sometimes I'll try to catch a live if I am your friend and on TikTok and I happen to see that you're doing live. I'll try to catch it and just to see what you guys are doing, just to kind of show some support. And I happen to catch the tail end of Tanya from Pine and Feathers, and I will make sure to put her TikTok down in the description so that you guys can see all her amazing stuff that she does. She does lives all the time. I want to say almost every day she has a live going, and she's always doing really amazing things. But like I said, I caught the tail end of her live and she did the same exact way. And then she took the epoxy that she infused with the acrylics, which instead of, dipping the piñata into the colors, you take your epoxy there and you infuse it with the acrylic white paint. And then you're going to take it and you're just going to drizzle it all over the tumbler. And I thought that was so, so cool. And I just knew that I really wanted to give this a try. Now, this was my first time doing it, and so it's not perfect, okay? I really, really wish that I would have done my lines a bit thinner, and at first I only wanted to do the top and the bottom, but then I decided against it. Anyways, I'll show you guys here in a minute what I do, but all you do is you take that white epoxy acrylic mix that we did and just drizzle it all over the place, and those inks are going to start to kind of seep up into the coloring and give this really cool effect. It almost looks like lightning bolts in a way. No, I shouldn't say it was acrylics because I didn't see that she did that. It just looked like it to me. I don't really know. So Tanya, if you're watching, I'm trying to tell everybody, I'm trying to direct everybody to your page there so you can tell everybody how to do this. And like I said, this isn't perfect, Tanya. I know. Like, don't look at it too much. I'm gonna see what I can do with it for sure. The number one thing is I just wish I would have done my swirls a lot thinner, not as thick for sure. Now hers, she actually put glitter and stuff into it. They were just really amazing. Now, if you happen to be doing a live on TikTok, because I know I mentioned this earlier that I was watching it, I like to watch lives and stuff like that. It takes a lot to do a live. That's why I don't really do them. It takes a lot to do a live. So anybody who has the courage to put themselves out there and to create in front of a crowd that you have no idea who's going to show up, I am all for it, and I will definitely show up. Now, I might not say anything because I feel like I take away from people if I show up and I start saying stuff. I feel like I'm taking away from that person. I don't know. You guys let me know how you feel on that. I always feel like I'm taking away from people if I say something. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely watching. If you happen to see that I did join and I don't say anything, it's not because I don't want to say anything. It's just because I don't want to take away from what you're doing. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Okay, anyways, back to the tumbler for 1 second before I finish saying what I'm saying there. So here, I'm going to go ahead and let it rotate and do its thing and figure out, I don't know, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, I really don't know if I like it. So I actually, after I let the alcohol ink settle a little bit, I did come back through and kind of hit it up with my torch to kind of move stuff just a little bit more. And then I did drip a lot more of my alcohol inks onto it just to kind of see if I could help out the situation, because I think I made it a little bit too thick, like I said, and I did tip it up and down, and this is what it looks like so far. So that's what I have going so far. And again, I kind of just let it sit and rotate. This was probably about after 5 minutes or so, and it's looking, it's looking decent. It's not exactly what I envisioned in my head, but it's definitely kind of cool how the colors seep up and start to do that. So I know it's a trust the process thing, but like I said, I was having a hard time kind of seeing the vision after after it got going here. So right here is where I take this, and I don't know if you can see in the middle, but I added a whole bunch more alcohol inks right into the middle, and I decided to go ahead and fully coat my tumbler with these, but I'm doing it a lot thinner this time. Okay, so I'm going to do the same exact thing, but I added a lot more alcohol inks, and I'm doing my stripes thinner this time. Okay, back to the other thing that I was talking about. Are you guys keeping up? Back to the other thing. So I don't want to take away from when somebody's doing a live is what I was talking about. I mean, sometimes I will say stuff. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think. Should I announce if I'm like, hey, how you doing? How would that make you feel? Would that make you feel flustered, or would that pump you up? If it would pump you up, I would make sure that I go out of my way to say, hey, you're doing an awesome job, which maybe I should do anyways, but you guys know what I'm saying. I just don't want to say something and then everybody say, you know, I just don't want to take away. That's all. But you guys let me know what you think. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not sure. Anyways. So I am going to go ahead and finish swirling this up. I'm going to let it do its thing, and we're going to kind of go from there. As you can see, I'm doing kind of like a red, white, and blue type theme because, you know, Jeff's kind of into that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to swirl this up, and I'm thinking next week, because it is a little bit busy. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I have some other things in mind that I can do with it because I almost just wiped it off with my hand, and then I decided, no, we're moving forward, just like my my other tumbler that I did, and it turned out great. So we're going to keep moving forward with this, and I know that I got this. Okay, anyways, again, thank you so much, Tanya, for the inspiration on doing this, and I wish I would have seen your full live on this. And again, make sure you guys go down in the description, and if you guys do TikTok, make sure you subscribe, there we go, to her TikTok channel. Okay, so I mean, it didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. It's a bit busy. I really like some of these portions of it. If you look in there, they're pretty cool looking. I really like that. I like that right there. Like, if it could all just look like that, you know, whatever, it's fine. I have some plans for it though. I think I know what I want to do to it to kind of tone down the busyness of it. Just tone it down just a little bit. So we'll have to finish that up next week together. All right, so there's that. Okay, anyways, I was looking around for an acrylic marker because I'm gonna sign the bottom of this and I'll give it away to one of you guys, okay? Just comment below. I already know you guys are subscribed. I mean, so it's all good, but just comment below something and I'll pick a winner next Sunday randomly. Now, when I pick winners, it's completely random, okay? Completely random. So there's no like any specific thing that you say to me that I'm like, I'm gonna pick that person. I don't do that. It's just random people that I choose. So don't feel like you need to, you know, go over the top with anything or anything like that. You know, that's just not gonna sway it. So whoever it lands on when I do the random name generator, okay? I just want you guys to know that. I try to make it as fair as possible anytime I do these little giveaways and stuff. So I'm gonna make sure to sign it, and I will make sure that I pick that winner next Sunday. I almost just walked back inside, like, I'm not done here, obviously. All right, guys, I guess I'm ready to go in and be done for the day. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week, amazing rest of your night, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.